Ever looked up at a gray cloud on a sweltering day, when the air is thick and heavy, and wished with every fiber of your being that you could somehow, magically, make it rain, bring relief to the parched land? For most of human history, that yearning was just a wistful dream, a hope against hope in the face of relentless drought. People turned to rain dances, ancient rituals passed down through generations, offered fervent prayers to the heavens, beseeching divine intervention, and clung to the fragile thread of hope that the skies would eventually open. But for over 75 years, we've actually tried to do it, to nudge the weather in our favor, not with incantations or magic wands, but with the power of scientific understanding and technological innovation. Weather modification, and specifically the technique of cloud seeding, is a real and active field of research and application. It's our ongoing attempt to coax clouds into releasing more of their precious cargo, whether that be rain to quench the thirst of the land or snow to blanket the mountains, more than they would naturally yield on their own. We're not performing miracles, conjuring clouds out of thin air, but we are employing clever strategies to enhance the efficiency of existing clouds, helping them become more effective at delivering the life-giving resource of water. Water is the lifeblood of our planet, shaping not only the landscapes we inhabit, but also the crops we cultivate and the very foundations upon which our economies are built. So the ability to influence rainfall, even in a small way, could be an absolute game-changer for communities around the globe. Just imagine the profound difference between a bountiful harvest, overflowing with sustenance, and the despair of a prolonged drought, where fields lie barren and cracked. Or consider the impact of more consistent snowfall for ski resorts, ensuring a thriving winter sports season. Or conversely, the benefit of reducing the devastating impact of hail on vulnerable crops, safeguarding the livelihoods of farmers. Ultimately, the quest to control rain is a quest to deepen our understanding of the incredibly complex and delicate processes that unfold miles above our heads, in the heart of the clouds themselves. It's not about making grand, sweeping gestures to command the elements, but about the precise and strategic introduction of microscopic particles into the atmosphere, targeting the right cloud at precisely the right moment. So, let's dive into the fascinating science of cloud seeding and explore how we're gradually unlocking the hidden secrets held within the sky, one scientific breakthrough at a time. Ready to turn the key and unlock the potential of weather modification? Let's go! To seed a cloud, you first need to understand what a cloud is, a seemingly simple question with a complex answer. Clouds are more than just fluffy white shapes in the sky. They're intricate systems playing a vital role in our planet's water cycle. They are essentially collections of billions of tiny water droplets or ice crystals, all suspended and floating in the air. These droplets are so small and light that they can remain airborne for extended periods, creating the vast, dynamic structures we observe as clouds. For rain or snow to fall and reach the ground, these individual droplets must clump together, a process known as coalescence. This is where the magic and the challenge lies. As they collide and merge, they gradually increase in size and weight, eventually becoming heavy enough to overcome air resistance and drop towards the earth. However, in many clouds, especially in dry places where moisture is scarce, the conditions aren't always ideal for this natural process to occur efficiently. In fact, droplets are often supercooled, meaning they remain in a liquid state even when the temperature dips below freezing point. This is a peculiar phenomenon, but it's quite common in the upper atmosphere. These supercooled droplets need a nucleus, a tiny particle to latch onto to initiate the freezing process. Without it, they remain liquid, defying their temperature. And if they don't find that nucleus, they'll simply float by, teasing us with the promise of rain that never comes. This is where cloud seeding comes in. It's a technique that introduces tiny particles, seeding agents, into these reluctant clouds. These agents act as the missing nucleus, providing a surface for the supercooled droplets to freeze onto and begin the precipitation process. The most common and widely used seeding agent is silver iodide, a compound with unique properties. Silver iodide is particularly effective because its crystalline structure closely mimics that of natural ice crystals. So, when released into a cloud, the supercooled droplets readily freeze onto the silver iodide particles, initiating the formation of ice crystals. This triggers a chain reaction, as more and more droplets freeze, amplifying the effect. As these ice crystals grow, they draw moisture from the surrounding supercooled droplets, further accelerating their development. The crystals continue to accumulate mass and eventually become heavy enough to succumb to gravity. Finally, they fall from the cloud as snow or, if the air below is warm enough, melt into rain. This entire process, from the initial freezing to the eventual precipitation, is scientifically known as the Bergeron-Findeisen process. The form that the precipitation takes, whether it's snow or rain, depends largely on the air temperature below the cloud. If the temperature is below freezing, the crystals will reach the ground as snow. If it's above freezing, they'll melt and fall as rain. Ultimately, cloud seeding is about giving nature a gentle nudge, assisting the natural processes that lead to precipitation. It's important to remember that it's not about creating storms from nothing, it's about enhancing existing weather systems. It's a clever and innovative use of chemistry and physics, combining our understanding of atmospheric processes with practical application. It's a way to help clouds do what they're already trying to do, but perhaps struggling to achieve on their own. And that's essentially the secret recipe for making rain, a blend of science and a little bit of assistance to Mother Nature. So how do we get those particles into the clouds? The most dramatic method: aircraft equipped with flares or generators fly into or below clouds, releasing silver iodide right where it's needed. Pilots must navigate precisely: right altitude, right part of the cloud, right timing. In mountainous areas, ground-based generators on ridges release plumes of silver iodide, carried up by natural air currents. This method is cheaper and great for long-term snowpack projects. Drones are the newest tool, safer, more precise, and able to fly in risky weather. Each method, planes, ground generators, drones, fits different weather and terrain. The goal is always the same: deliver the seeding agent to the right place at the right time. That's how we try to make it rain. Cloud seeding's story starts not in myth or ancient folklore, but in the very real environment of a 1940s lab. It's a tale rooted in scientific curiosity and the pursuit of understanding atmospheric phenomena. The key players were Irving Langmuir and Vincent Schaefer at General Electric, two brilliant minds working together. Interestingly, their initial focus wasn't on creating rain, but rather they were deeply engrossed in studying the hazardous phenomenon of aircraft icing, a critical concern for aviation safety. Schaefer's breakthrough came unexpectedly, a moment of serendipity in the lab. It happened when he introduced dry ice into a supercooled cloud contained within a freezer box, a controlled environment for experimentation. The result was astonishing. Suddenly, millions of ice crystals formed, a visual testament to the power of nucleation. This was a pivotal moment. Building on this discovery, in 1946, Schaefer took the experiment to the skies, dropping dry ice from a plane over New York. The result was transformative, turning a cloud into snow, marking the first documented and successful instance of cloud seeding. Not long after this groundbreaking achievement, Bernard Vonnegut made another significant contribution, discovering that silver iodide, a different compound, worked even better as a seeding agent, offering enhanced effectiveness. These early efforts were largely experimental in nature, driven by a desire to understand the underlying principles. But today's operations are far more sophisticated, leveraging the power of radar, meteorological satellites, and complex computer models. These tools enable meteorologists to precisely target the right clouds, maximizing the efficiency and effectiveness of seeding efforts. Furthermore, seeding agents and the delivery systems used to disperse them have undergone significant advancements, becoming far more refined and precise over time. What began as a humble freezer experiment, a simple act of scientific inquiry, has evolved into a global field of atmospheric science, practiced and studied around the world. It's a testament to human curiosity, our innate desire to explore and understand the world around us. And it reflects our enduring drive to influence the environment, to shape the world to better suit our needs. From the early use of dry ice to the subsequent adoption of silver iodide, the science behind cloud seeding has come a long way, marked by continuous innovation and refinement. Now, cloud seeding is practiced worldwide, across diverse climates and geographical regions, with ever-improving technology constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It all started with a simple question, a fundamental inquiry. Can we make it rain? Can we harness the power of the atmosphere to alleviate drought and water scarcity? Turns out sometimes with the right conditions and the right approach, we can indeed influence the weather and make it rain. Where is cloud seeding used today? all over the world, more than 50 countries. In dry regions like the western US, Australia, and the Middle East, it's used to boost water supplies by increasing mountain snowpack. In agriculture, it's used for hail suppression seeding storms to create many small hailstones instead of a few big, destructive ones. Places like Alberta and Argentina use it to protect crops. Cloud seeding has even been used for special events like the 2008 Beijing Olympics to clear pollution and control rain. Airports use it to clear fog and improve visibility. The UAE uses it to enhance rainfall in one of the world's driest places. Southeast Asia uses it to fight forest fires. Russia to ensure sunny parades. From water security to crop protection to event planning, cloud seeding is a versatile tool. It's humans shaping weather to meet their needs. The big question, does cloud seeding really work? It's hard to know what a cloud would have done without seeding, so scientists use randomized experiments, seeding some storms, leaving others alone, and comparing results. Most studies show cloud seeding can boost precipitation by 5 to 15% under the right conditions. That may sound small, but over a season, it adds up to millions of extra cubic meters of water. The 2020 Snowy project in Idaho used radar to track seeded snow from start to finish. Direct proof the process works. But it only works on the right kind of cloud. Ones with supercooled water ready to go. As Dr. Katja Friedrich says, "We can't make a cloud rain, but we can make it rain more." Cloud seeding isn't a magic bullet, but it's a valuable tool for incremental gains. It helps us get a little more from the water nature gives us. Cloud seeding raises big questions. Is silver iodide safe? Studies say yes. Levels in soil and water are far below safety limits, but monitoring continues. There are ethical and political concerns. Does seeding steal rain from downwind neighbors? Science says it's unlikely, but perceptions matter and can cause tension. Unintended consequences are possible. Could seeding cause floods or shift rainfall elsewhere? Most programs are small scale, but risks grow as operations expand. Conspiracy theories muddy the waters, confusing cloud seeding with chemtrails and fueling public mistrust. That's why clear communication and ongoing research are crucial. Cloud seeding is just one part of a bigger water management strategy. The key is to proceed with caution, transparency, and science. What's the future of cloud seeding? Better technology, like supercomputer modeling, will help target the best clouds and predict results more accurately. New seeding materials are being explored, including biodegradable and electrically charged particles. Drones will play a bigger role, delivering agents with precision and real-time data. Some scientists dream bigger. Could we one day weaken hurricanes or brighten marine clouds to fight climate change? These ideas are far off, but show where curiosity is heading. The future depends on research, open debate, and wise governance. As our power grows, so does our responsibility to use it wisely. We've gone from freezer box experiments to global weather modification. Cloud seeding is a science of small gains, making efficient clouds a bit more efficient. It can help top up reservoirs, protect crops, and clear fog, but it's not a cure-all. With power comes responsibility. We must keep asking tough questions about safety, ethics, and unintended effects. As technology advances, international cooperation and public debate are more important than ever. The story of cloud seeding is still unfolding, a story of human ingenuity and our desire to shape our world. We started by wishing for rain. Now, we can try to nudge the clouds. As we get better at this, how much should we intervene? What do you think our role should be in the planet's climate? Think about it.